it go? My name is Sean Gibson. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we offer here. We offer stainless steel, all ceramic coated Sandrail headers, which as you see right here, this is one of our fabricators kits, which we offer for a lot of the Sandrail builders, basically to give them a kit, kind of a do-it-yourself, or someone that's kind of mechanically inclined and wants to work on their own vehicles. Basically, they get a fully welded header. They get two 3-volt flanges for each side, 445s, 290s, and our universal CFT Superflow muffler. The Superflow muffler utilizes no packing whatsoever. And you can see we have two different heights for the Sandrails, depending on how high your mid-row may be or low it may be. But it's a fully welded header. A lot of the Sandrail manufacturers are utilizing these ones on most of their cars as a factory option. The newest thing we got for the Sandrails is going to be our quiet tip. And our quiet tip is basically a slip-on muffler. Nowadays, sound laws are getting cracked down on. And this thing right here may look like your standard slip-on polished muffler, but if you look towards the inside, you can almost see, like an impeller type of baffle around the outside. It's designed to grab the airflow and the resonance around the outside and exit across the exhaust and direct it 90 degrees. This thing right here was tested on a 500 horsepower LS2, and it brought the dBs down to 83 decibels at idle and 94 at 3100 RPM, and that was a 500 horse LS2. So it's very effective at getting it down, and there's no packing whatsoever. That's basically our Sandrail. Now we can move on to a few other things over here. One of our newest things was for the popular JK Jeep. Okay. If you look down here, this is one of our options right here. This is our dual exit. This system also uses our CFT Superflow muffler. It's a bolt-on kit, fully welded. It comes with all the hangers and hardware you need. Large 4-inch intercooled tips. I mean, it really just kind of sets this thing off for street and off-road. Now, if you're more of the hardcore off-road enthusiast, we do have a single that's tucked up a little higher, and we'll give you more ground clearance. We've also got the Shorty Headers that we bolted on too. And the whole package, headers and the split rear, is easily good for about 20 horse. Now, it is kind of a tight fit and tucked in there, but if you look down in there, you can kind of see the headers. It's a Shorty header, uses a 1/2-inch flange. It's all 14 gauge mandrel bent tubing and bolts directly up to your factory wide pipe, and is completely 50 state smog legal. This is our newest addition to our Gibson line. It's our universal Superflow CFT muffler, which actually I think you've heard me talking about with a few of our other applications. We've utilized this technology quite a few times on a lot of our Rhino exhaust and our Jeeps. This thing has got a louvered X in the center with no packing, and if you look behind this, you'll see the actual cutaway of what we've got. It uses our convergent flow technology. It's got a solid internal construction. It's a very universal muffler and very effective at giving you a good quality sound but not being overwhelming and obnoxious. As you can see, there's no packing anywhere in there, so again, it's not going to blow out and it's not going to get louder. The sound you get from the get-go is the sound you're going to keep. This right here is one of our newest additions. It's our full Rhino exhaust. Now this right here is an early prototype for our high-end one. It'll actually have a fully polished header, but it's 120 wall 304 stainless steel to ensure it will not break and crack. It actually has a spring-mounted compression fitting at the slip joint for the muffler to allow for full movement and rotation without breaking or failing. It's got our full-on aluminum billet piece just to give you that extra bling you need. This one will actually have dual spark arresters and be 50 state legal and not give you any problems. This right here is our Rhino exhaust installed on a Rhino. Comes with all the hardware you need to bolt it on. You can see the muffler has got 3 rubber mounted points to allow for full movement. You can actually see the spring compression fitting right there, how it actually connects to the muffler to just again allow for full movement. This one right here is basically a raw stainless header and a raw stainless muffler, all 304. When we built this exhaust, I started out with my stock one, and I flow tested it, built it, and I had some options, and all my options was just it was too loud, and I can't have it loud, so I ran my stock one. My stock one finally failed, and now At that time, I was just like, okay, maybe it's about time to spend some time and work on it. It's like, because if I'm going to build it for myself, my friends are going to want it, so I might as well offer everybody something that I feel is a good product. We were able to get it right about stock DB levels and get you 6 horsepower out of it. And again, it uses our CFT convergent flow muffler. It's no packing, it won't blow out, so a month from now it's not going to be loud all of a sudden. Your wife's yelling at you, telling you to get something new. So it's basically a one-time muffler you have to buy. You don't have to add a muffler later on to make it quiet. It's the real deal.